Okay, guys, let's take a look at applications of functions. Here we have a function that models the cost to print X books to a company, okay, to a printing company. Now look at the definition of this function. So remember, function is like a rule, right? So what you're gonna do is take this unknown X. So you don't know how many books are printed, but whatever they are, you're gonna need to multiply that by 3.9. Well, what is this 3.9? This is called the marginal cost. So this is the cost to print one book. So it may be the cost of ink, paper, binding, whatever, right? And then there is another cost here, which is this 1100. Well, what is that? This is called the fixed cost. So this is the cost that does not depend on how many books are printed. So maybe you have to pay the salary to somebody who is going to be printing these things, or maybe you have to pay the, electricity, right, to have the lights on, and maybe you have to still purchase a machine that's going to help you print them, right? So all of that stuff that goes into the fixed cost. Okay, so let's take a look at the first part. The first part says, what's the cost if there are no books printed? So if there are no books printed, that means 0 books are printed. So we just need to plug in 0 into the function definition. So we're going to take 3.9, we're going to replace it with parentheses, right? Remember, the unknown is replaced with parentheses, and then we're going to add 1100. And inside the parentheses, we're going to now stick what we want, like what X value we want. Well, if it's no books, that's 0 books, so 0 goes here. And no surprise, you still have to pay that 1100 no matter how many books you're printing, including 0. The next question says, find C of 1450 and then interpret this result. Okay, so instead of 0, we're now going to be putting 1450 into the blank, and that's going to give us $6,755. How do we interpret that? Well, this is the cost, right? Because remember, C of X models the cost of printing X books. So this would be the cost of printing how many books? 1450. So where does it say that? The cost per book? No, the cost to print 1450 books. And it's not the additional cost incurred. This is just the cost to print 1450 books.